Okay, we should be live. It is Wednesday, January 26th. The time is 8:02 p.m. and outside it's a rather cold, -8 degrees Celsius. I see a lot of people in the chat already. Hello, good evening, and welcome to a stream where I will attempt to use the Adobe Creative Cloud to edit a future walking video, one that'll be coming up in a few days. Let me just make sure I've got all my software set up. I skipped the intro, so we just jumped right into it. And I see Marie Palmer's here, Alex, Yaya, Janet, Connie, The Real Man, Susan, Marg H, and everyone else. Thanks for dropping in. Lisa's here, Brad Palmer's here, Tara. All right, so a little backstory on this. In prior live streams, at least probably 3 or 4 times, I've edited one of my walking videos, which thankfully are relatively straightforward from an editing point of view. Hello, Yogi and Mark dropping in. But I made one of my New Year's goals. I don't want to say resolution, but one of my goals was by the end of this year to be completely proficient at one of the big NLEs. NLE is nonlinear editor. Basically, everyone who's serious about editing, or all the bigger YouTube channels, uses either Adobe Premiere or DaVinci Resolve. In the Apple world, there's also Final Cut Pro, but 90% of the bigger channels use one of those 3 pieces of software. And I was using a consumer grade piece of software called Power Director, which is very good for, I think it's the best of all the consumer grade software. But there were a lot of times where I couldn't do something, and you Google, how do I do this? How do I do that? And all the answers are pretty much for Adobe Premiere. It's basically just far more robust. So for some reason on Friday, I decided to download it, buy a year subscription, and by the end of the weekend, I no longer wanted to use my old software. So I warn you, I'm going to try to edit a video using all Adobe, including animating the map, which is the tricky part. I have not taken the time to properly learn the software, nor do I know what the hell I'm doing. So we're going to give it a go. And just to start, yes, as Lisa says, jumping right in, trial by fire. Mark is learning DaVinci Resolve. You know, oh, I see Bill Chow is here. Paranormal Witness Girl. Bevy YZ is here. I was debating between Premiere and DaVinci Resolve, Resolve being free, but I really want to use the hardware accelerated rendering on Resolve, so that meant I would have to use the paid version, which is quite expensive, and then it's just not as complete a tool set as Adobe. It's probably better in a lot of ways, but I decided to go with Adobe, so here we are. And to help me get through this journey, I'm going to have a Creemore Premium Lager. This is a 5% Canadian brewed alcoholic beer. And I hope the background music is playing. It seems to be so. Let me just check the audio levels quickly here. I really just kind of jumped right in this thing. Mic. Okay, we're good. And I apologize if you hear my heater in the background. It is freaking cold tonight. How cold is it right now? It is -12. So I've got the heat blasting, and I've also got a humidifier blasting. And no, I didn't even go outside and record anything today. Yikes. But let's go. And if you're new, if you're watching this as a replay, or if you're new to what I do, basically I film long form walking videos, generally 25 minutes to an hour. So there's not I don't do any color grading. There's not a whole lot of editing involved, but you know, I do a video every day, so the quicker the editing, the better. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do, I think, is my animated map. So this is an old editing stream I found. And what I do is I show a little map within the first few minutes of my video, showing my starting point and my finishing point. And this is me editing on the old software, where it's quite easy. All you do is draw a line of where you're going. I wish it was that easy in Adobe, but oh, I was already done editing. That only took me like 40 minutes. Anyways, I'm just going to jump right in it. I'm going to do the map. I use a program called Adobe After Effects. That is a special effects program. Then I'm going to edit it in Premiere, and then we'll jump into Photoshop and try to do a thumbnail. And Photoshop has been kind of daunting. I'm vaguely familiar with Photoshop. I've used it a few times a really long time ago when I was young, but it's a pretty daunting software. So I have my working drive here. I've got a number of hard drives, but this is where all my active projects are. So channel members and Patreon members, I do have a video in store for you guys. I just have to get that taken care of. But this is my latest one, recorded on Monday, and I called it Chinatown Snow. So this is just a standard template that I used to start. Here's my old Power Director template. This is the new template I've created. Here's where I store my videos. So these videos are straight off my camera. These are off of my audio. So my camera, this is my old camera, but DJI Pocket 2, audio, Rode Wireless Go. So those are my files, and they all get broken up. And then this will be where I make my thumbnail. This is a Photoshop template that I use, that I just created. I don't know why I have two map folders. This is the old map for Power Director. Oop, I still have that up there. And this is the new map file for After Effects. And there is no file in here because we're going to start from scratch. So here are the four pieces of software I have so far. There's Premiere, After Effects, Photoshop, and Audition. I think that's the Adobe Audition. That's an audio recording software. Deep sigh. This is going to take me like 4 times as long as it normally would. But let's get into Adobe After Effects. New project. And I realize I'm going to be blocking some of this stuff here. So let me make myself smaller. And I will glance over at the chat every once in a while. Just says, how much memory space do you have? You have like 6 GoPro vids and already... Oh, I've got multiple 4 terabyte hard drives. I've probably got about 10 of them in total. So let me shrink me down. And just for this part, I think we can work with like this, because a fair bit of stuff happens down here in the bottom left of the screen. So I already went ahead and made my customized, or just cut this out. I have a master map that I use, but this is the map. So I'm going to start here at Spadina, and I'm going to wander around some laneways and residential homes, yada yada, you'll see. And I have start and end pins to go in. So first I got to import this into the file. Please do not use this as any type of instructional course, because I just played around with this till I figured it out. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Okay, so I think we gotta wait for this to ingest in a second here. It should let me drag my map down into here. There we go. Okay, everything's loaded. So there's the map. So what I need to do is add a start pin. This is new. I didn't do this before, and I'm going to create some new animations and stuff for this. I also have an idea where, as I go around the map, it's just going to be a little Johnny with a giant head holding a camera, and if it's a bike or a scooter video, I'll be on a bike or scooter, and that'll kind of ride around the map. But for now, this will do. So I want to make these smaller because obviously they're way too huge. And I have to remember to hold down Shift while I do this. Looks like this one's a little bigger. Okay, so my starting point, I started right here at College and Spadina. So I'm going to move this here. Now I'm going to move my ending point to Osgood Station where I finished. Good job, Johnny. Why did I do that? How do I go back? I just clicked something. I have no idea. Where am I right now? How do I get back into my map? Can I hit escape? Ah, I can just hit escape. Whew. So I want this guy to be right on Osgood. Ta-da! There's our map. So this is something I did not know, but I cannot... What I want to do is, because I'm going to pan and zoom on the map, and these little pins here wouldn't move with my pan and zoom. So this took me a long time. Saved by the escape button, says Mark. Indeed. Let me just check the stream health here. All right, we are doing good. So I have to flatten this and turn it into one image. So if I do pre-compose here, map, let's just call it map. And that's going to turn, that's just going to bake these into the map. So I probably just could have done this in Photoshop, adding these things. It would have been quicker, but oh well, here we are. So now I need to animate my walking path. So here comes the fun part. Let's zoom in so I get a better look. And in my other software, I literally just had to click the pen or the crayon and draw the line, and it saved it. So we're gonna, this took me like 3 hours of pulling my hair out to find out how to just draw a line and animate it, by the way. But I found 2 different ways to do it, and this way is the more tedious of the 2 ways, but it's the only one I'm confident in doing now. So this is called the right on effect. I just dragged it and I put it onto my map. And I need to take this and I need to put this right where I start my walk. Now, what do I need to do? I think, okay, I start my walk 3 seconds in. So we're going to come to 3 seconds and I'm going to click brush position. My brush size is 2. I think I want that to be about 15. And I think we're going to go about 80% opacity, and I'm going to go with a white line. And this here are seconds. So this is 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds. So every walking point, I basically have to move the playhead. Well, first of all, we have to start our walk. So I'm going to come into map, effects, right on. And I got to click this thing. Boom. And that just dropped our walk. And then I walked down to Baldwin Street. So we're going to pull this down to Baldwin, just before Baldwin Street. Then I crossed the street. Then I went back up. Then I went up a little laneway. I'm just going to do it like that. Then I walked over to Huron Street. Estelle says, how do you remember all this? Well, it's kind of my job. If I don't, then I don't know. I'm kind of a geek. I like this stuff, but I admit I am not that good at doing this kind of thing. Don't ask me for advice yet. Why is that all ugly? Why do we get these ugly looking snowball things? Hopefully that goes away. That could be making our map look really ugly. No, that looks like shit. Don't do the little snowball thing. Then I came back to Spadina. Okay, we're just going to do it like this. And then we walked all the way down to Dundas, so we'll get a little more space here. Isn't this fun? I imagine once all the snowballs are due to the time allocated to walk. I imagine once I get the hang of this is going to be like really, really quick. Then I walked over to Huron Street again for some reason. Then I walked up to whatever this street is called. Then I walked over to Beverly Street. If Bev YHZ is here, it's your street. Uh-oh. That's not good. I just moved the map. Then I walked over to Beverly Street. Then I walked down to Dundas. Then I walked back over on Dundas. I don't want my map to overlap, so I'm going to go a little bit below Dundas here just to make it look a little different. And then we walked all the way down to whatever this street is. Then I walked over to Soho. Then I walked down to Queen. Woohoo! Okay, I think this might be a little too fast. So we can play it. I think this is going to be too fast. Little too fast. Good job, Johnny. So, unfortunately, I don't know any other way other than to manually spread this out. So let's just make this go a little longer. That was definitely too fast. See, how does this go? Still a little quick at the beginning, but okay, I'm happy with it. Okay, so now I want to end it, right? So the reason I started my walk 3 seconds in is the first second and a half I have it fades in. Then the next second and a half, there's like a pan and zoom effects. So at 3 seconds, I start the motion. And then here, maybe 11 seconds, we're going to kill the video. So I learned this. I press N. But you'll notice something. I see two problems here. One, there's a little white dot here for some reason I don't want. And two, I don't have any motion. So we have to add the motion. So to do this, I found this little tool here, scale and position. So we're going to come to the beginning here. I'm going to add scale. I'm going to add position. Then at 1.5 seconds, once the fade in is done, I'm going to add another keyframe. And then at 3 seconds in, we're going to start our movement. Okay, let me get the hand. Uh-oh. I accidentally moved the map somehow. Why is that black there? Did you guys see this black? Why is that there? Uh-oh. You goofed, Johnny. Control-Shift-Z. I'm going to redo all that. I'm just going to cheat. I don't want to lose all that work we just did, so I'm going to just make the map like that. That works. Okay, so at 1.5 seconds. Yay, some of my neighbors are yelling. Position and scale. Oh, I need to do position and scale here too. It actually sounds like there's a fight going on in my building right now. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it sounds pretty No, I want to go big. Let's see how that looks. Okay, play. Ooh, we've still got these ugly things here. Those ugly snowballs. Why are they doing that? What happens if I make this like 10? Brush spacing, 0. What if I change that to... Ah, we found it, Mark. We found it. All I had to do was change this brush spacing value to 0. And it fixed it. Looks a little too chunky. There we go. Okay, so I think we're good. I think we're good. What do you guys say? Does that look good? I think it looks like one of my normal maps. It only took me 20 times longer to do it. Jeanette Morales is here. Michelle Briggs says, ooh, drama on Johnny's floor. I hope it's not domestic. I hope it's not my floor. It's definitely... People are thumping around and making all kinds of noise here. Okay, so let's... I don't know how to stop this. We're just going to keep letting it play. So here's the thing. The OCD in me hates this little white dot right here. I don't know if you can see that white dot. So I figured out how I can get rid of it. I can click this. I can go edit. And I can duplicate it. So now I have 2 maps. I have map 1. And let's call this map 2. Uh-oh, what did I just do? No. Where did my map go? Okay, so now we have map. Map 1, I want to duplicate it. Okay, so it doesn't matter what they are, but we're going to take map 1 here. And I'm going to make this one last only 3 seconds. How do I do that? Click. And then at the 3-second mark, I'm going to erase the entire drawn on map. And now we got rid of the little white dot. So now if I render it. Oh, that... Then at 3 seconds. That doesn't seem right. I thought it was... Okay, we're going to get rid of that. You know what? Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, we're just going to keep it. Okay, we're done. We're done. Yay, map is done. Okay, so... I guess I'm going to save it because After Effects map, Seatown Snow. I guess we're going to save it. Now we're going to render it. Add to Adobe Media Encoder Queue. Okay. Whatever that is. So I'm going to have to do this every single video. But I'm relatively confident that that's only going to take me a few minutes to do. Seatown here, yes. Render it. Work your magic. Do it. Kohana made spaghetti and beef casserole. I ordered karagi, like a chicken and rice dish from Tomboku, a ramen restaurant. It was pretty good. I was a little concerned. I was looking at my peephole because it said Uber Eats was here. And the guy didn't have one of those insulated bags. He just had it in like a regular bag. I'm like, dude, it's minus 12 outside. And you're just walking around with my food in like a plastic bag. Like completely, I don't know. Hopefully he had like a scooter or something with one of those bags. But I don't think so because it wasn't that warm. So why did I tip that guy in advance? If I knew he was going to make my food nice and cold, I wouldn't have generously tipped him as I did. Anyways, so this is done. Here's our final product. Ta-da! Oh no, I gotta fix... We still got the little snowball effect. I guess I undid that. When I was doing all my undos and redos, I guess I undid the snowball effect. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing, man. Still bugs you, the NPS pin? What is the NPS pin? So we're going to do that all over again. Can I export it? Add to render queue. Okay, so I can just... No, let's do the... I got to do this again. It's just going to take me a second. I just got to re-render it. Nathan Phillips Square. Oh. C-Town. Final. What's funny is I usually put like final or something. Then when I redo it, I'll put like final 2, final 3, final 4. This should get rid of the snowball effect. Go. Go, go, go. The rendering might be a little slower because I'm using hardware encoding on this live stream. Oh, it put it here. You better be good. Yes! We did it! Victory is mine. It's a little off-centered, but beggars can't be too greedy now. That's not a phrase. Okay, so we're done with After Effects. Thank goodness. Goodbye. Now we get to edit the video. Yay! Did you know they'll sharpen your skates at Nathan Phillips Square? I did not know that. So now into the fun stuff. More big scary software I don't know. This is my Power Director template. This is my Adobe Premiere Pro 2022 template. Mark says somehow Johnny struggles with this software. It's entertaining. So this is the basic layout here of Premiere Pro. I'll just make it over here. So this is the timeline. I've already got a few assets on here, such as my little animated social dealie, my subscribe button, and my end screen. So what I need to do is I need to take this and I need to put this in my software. So I'm going to edit or grab all of them. I have this folder here called videos. So I'm going to throw them into here. And what that did was that just put all the videos, which is broken up into several, and my external audio into Premiere. Now I need to merge I need to take the video here, which is terrible audio, and merge it with my external audio. So to do that, I'm going to take my first video file and my first audio file, and I'm going to choose Merge Clips. There it is. I'm just going to call it merged. I have audio clicked, and I have remove audio from the master clip. Jeanette likes that outro. Thank you. So fortunately, this part will be a lot less painful than the map editing, which I'm going to keep working on until I get better at it. Fun, fun. And one of the primary reasons for moving to the software is my other software. When I tried to make a video using the green screen, it was not very good at that. I had to use DaVinci Resolve just to do. I did a video where I did like a review on some audio thingy for my Rode Wireless 2 Go, and I couldn't use Power Director. It was a complete fail. So anyways, here we are. Here's my new clip merged. Where's the video at? There it is. So this is my first video file, and this is the external audio. So we start with this nifty view of the streetcar coming in. I think that's a good place to start. So I'm going to cut everything right here. Use my razor tool. I'm going to cut. I'm going to select. I'm going to delete. Now I'm going to take my video and my audio and I'm going to move it to the start. Now I'm going to take the rest of my video and I'm going to put that down. So there's the video. There's the audio from the camera there. I need to take the second external audio and line that up. Now, just to make sure everything's synced up still, I'm going to play. And coming up is the main intersection here. Uh-oh, I did not do that in order, did I? Why is 14 and 15 at the back? See, I don't know what I'm doing. This is 12. So this will be 13. This will be 14. I'm going to do this one by one because, like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. 15, 16, 17. This timeline is so much better to work with than my other software. Why did I leave the audio running so long after? I have an Instagram account at strideswag.com. Augusta Avenue. So I can hear that both audio are in sync. Huron Street ends to the north at... Oop, don't click that. DuPont Street. And it Oh, I know what I did wrong. I think that's my... There we go. No, that should be 8 here. I never claimed I knew what I was doing. Talk, Johnny, talk. I want to make sure both audio is synced up. Let's look north up towards Range Park. Uh-oh. Why is this not working? Let me check something. 12. Okay, so we start with 12 and then we go 13. And there's a fair bit of snow that's accumulated on these streetcar tracks. 14, 15, 16, 17, 19. There's roll sand. Where's 18? Oh, I didn't bring 18 in. How stupid am I? I'm sitting there going, something's not adding up, but I didn't bring in the 18th track. There we go. You dummy. Description? Okay, everything's synced up. So what I can do now is I can get rid of... Oh, this is what happens when you switch to a one monitor setup just for doing a live stream. I can get rid of those. Okay, so now we've got my video from start to finish on the track. I've got my audio from start to finish on the track. Now we can just put on the finishing touches. This is pretty easy. This is my outro. So I'm going to move this over to the end. Okay. So I'm going to work backwards. I'm going to work... Ooh, nice little sniffle there at the end, Johnny. So we're going to take the audio here. And I'm going to move that audio out just in time to get rid of that sniffle. Cut it. I'll delete you. Whoop, don't do that. And delete you. Why aren't you cut? Cut you. Delete. There we go. Delete that. And what do I want to do? I want to... Sorry, I just made this big for a sec. I can't find my transitions. Where are my transitions? Effects. Okay, I found them. They were hiding. Did I not say I suck at this in the title? Sorry guys, if you're hoping for a masterclass, that's not what you're getting. Video transitions, dissolve. I'm just going to do the basic cross dissolve here. So I'm going to slap that boy there. I don't know why I said it like that. That goes down. Oh, that took too long. Bringing this in a little bit better. Woo! Save. I might as well, since I'm here, bring the fade in at the start of the video. That was a little quick. Let's extend that out a bit. So this is the video from the start, pretty much. Mark S in the house. Hey everyone, it is Monday, January 24th. The time is 3:30 p.m. and the temperature is around -6 degrees Celsius. -6C. So right here, I'm going to add a little marker. And I'm here at the north. Got this text already made here. And I'm here at the north end of Chinatown. And this is the intersection of College and Spadina. Hello, little XO. I'm just waiting for the part where I talk about... I'm currently walking southbound the west side of Spadina Avenue. And this will take me towards the heart of Chinatown. Mention your route, dummy. And as you can tell, it's currently snowing right now. I just finished recording a walk up in Midtown. I went along Eglinton Avenue West, and I walked over to Eglinton West Station, and I thought I might as well head out this way and record another video while it's still snowing. So here we are. This one is pretty much completely unplanned. So I think I'll wander through Chinatown and... All right, I am talking about my route. So remember that map we just made, that kind of crude looking weird map that was slightly off-centered? I'm going to bring that into here. I'm going to add my dissolves to the start and to the finish. Wander through Chinatown and possibly head through some of the residential areas. Okay, now edit. That looks right. Sorry, I'm still figuring out what the heck I'm doing. Possibly head through some of the residential areas. Go, crappy map. Woo! And then I'll finish up at a subway station somewhere, ideally. So now all I gotta do is add my little click to subscribe thing, right? Here's a big empty patch. I generally look for an area where I shut up and don't talk to do this, although I think this is a better spot for it. Okay, that's better. As long as I don't pan or swivel the camera or do anything crazy. And paranormal witness girl, awesome. This one, I'm not using an umbrella. Marcia is getting PTSD from this stream. Too heavily, so hopefully. Sorry about that. Destroy my camera and audio equipment in the process. Whoa, that was a weird noise. Why did it make that weird noise? Let's go here. We are done. I'm ready to call it a day on this. I've got my fade out. I've got this. Well, let's just... I don't like the default volume level. I'm just going to raise this to about 2.7 is good. We'll do this one too. Done. Okay, so video starts and then it ends. So now all we have to do is a thumbnail. I can render this out, but it's going to tie up my PC pretty good. It takes about 20 minutes or so using the NVENC encoder for me to render this. So let's just scrub it, find a thumbnail, and we'll quickly do a thumbnail. I might revisit it It is a snow video. It is snowing. It's snowing really good actually towards the end of the video. So I think just something that is very white, lots of snow is kind of what I'm looking for. People looking miserable, suffering in all the snow. We'll see if we can get any thumbnail worthy moments. Farsize says, remember to save your work. Premiere is pretty good at auto-saving. I have yet to have a dreaded crash with the software. Probably not going to have any thumbnails from... Look at that. There you go, art lovers. Yeah, let's skip ahead to like when I'm back on. I did end up down near Queen West, but I think if this should be a Chinatown themed. Ooh, we had a streetcar there. You haven't seen that yet, Lisa. You live in the neighborhood. Ooh, a guy pushing a scooter. That might be good. Where was that? I don't know if I don't really like the composition, but that's a cool image. So I will save that. So I will just click that. I will click that. I will go walk. Chinatown snow. Thumbnail. Hello, candidate number 1. It's coming up here. Oh, that would have been good if that pole wasn't in the way. And then I just wander around a bunch of side streets and make my way down to Queen West. But if I'm going to call this Chinatown, I don't really want Queen West to be in the thumbnail. And I'm only on Queen West for a couple of minutes. So let's go back to the start. That's kind of cool, but I'm too far away. Let's see what happens. Your Florida version of bad weather is 45 degrees Fahrenheit. And I had a thought to cross over. I had a thought to go out in the impromptu snowfall today. It started snowing really good, but by the time I actually got my stuff together to go out, it was not snowing anymore. Come on, just give me one snowy ass looking thumbnail. Oh, that van ruins that composition. If only that stupid white van weren't there. That would have been good. Damn van. Ruining my thumbnail. Okay, I guess it's back to Dundas. I didn't see anything there. That van and this blue bin. Oh, I don't like that blue bin, but I like this image of the lady on her bike. Stupid blue bin. If I were smart, I would have like looked through this ahead of time and just kind of written down where it was and then pretended to find it. Ooh, streetcar. Not enough snow. That's kind of good. We've got Chinese characters, guy on a phone. We might just go with this one out of I'm tired of looking. We'll do one more scrub through. Okay, so what we go might not be the final one, but now I'm going to go, we're going to close this. We're going to try to bang out a thumbnail here. I've got my 3 candidates. Candidate number 1, kind of lackluster. Candidate number 2, kind of cool, right? She's on a bike. I like this one. We've got like the mountains of snow and it's got a Chinatown vibe to it. So I'm going to right click that. I'm going to click open. You like 1 first, 2 second. You like that one? You don't like number 3? Just likes the bike one too. We're getting votes for the bike. You know what? The bike one's not bad. I don't mind the blue dumpster as much. So let's open the bike one with Paranormal Witness Girl. You know, we are having a snowfall tonight, and I was going to try to go to Yorkville. Welcome to my worst nightmare. Chinatown, or not Chinatown, Photoshop. Okay, so we have to make this picture look good. Normally I crop a little bit. And what do I have to hold down? Control when I crop? No, what is that? Because if you don't hold down control, you can... Is it control or is it alt? Yeah, I don't want to... I think it's control. No. Or is it shift? Ah, it's shift. If you don't hold down shift, it'll change your aspect ratio. Why did I do that? What did I do? I'm just going to close Photoshop because I don't know what I'm doing. Exit. Don't crop. We're going to redo that. That was a fail, wasn't it? Wasn't that a massive fail? We're going to go back into Photoshop. I couldn't even crop an image. It is shift. Okay, I think that's good. We're going to click check mark. Now, I had a preset in my last one where I called it the thumbnailizer, where it was just a bunch of settings where I clicked and it kind of oversaturated and sharpened the picture and it made it look good. Here, I can go to camera raw filter. And they've got a magic button. So I'm going to press the magic button. Auto. Ta-da! Brightens it up. I still think it's not quite sharp enough, but if I wanted to here, I can make it more vibrant, but that makes it too brown looking. We can increase the saturation. I think this will push the reds a bit too much. Again, like the vibrance. But I want to hit up the sharpness a little bit. Yes, it makes it look unnatural, but we're talking about a thumbnail. It'll look better on like mobile devices. So we're going to take the sharpness up. And then there's this cool thing here. If it wasn't bright enough, I can use this. But we're just going to not do that. Now, one thing I discovered that I already used on a thumbnail was, where is it? There's a thing here that lets me do something really cool. Oh well. Okay, I think that's good, right? So that's the image we're going to work with. So I need to resize it. image size. We're going to go 1920 by 1080. I'm going to resize it. I don't know. Anyways, that's good. Select all. We're going to duplicate the layer in a second, but I need to open up my template. So this is just my basic thumbnail template that I made. And I'm going to duplicate this into that. This took me like 2 hours to figure out. You don't want to know what I've been doing this weekend. Between learning how to do the animated map and learning Photoshop to do stuff I already knew how to do in other software. Now, if I pull this below, ta-da! I remade this down here. This thing that you can't see because I'm on top. This 4K 60, I added a little drop shadow. I changed the font. I jazzed it up a bit. There's a slight gradient going on with Toronto Walk, and it's slightly embossed. And again, there's a drop shadow. And this band has a gradient. It basically looks exactly the same as it used to, but it's a little better. And it's snowing in this walk, but you can't really see the snow. The still captures from my camera don't really pick it up. So I built something. What did I build? That took me a very long time. Check that out. I made it snow. So we could go just a little bit of snow. So this is just a filter I made to create some fake snow to add to a snow. And if I wanted to, I could put these on top of my title as well. So it looks like the snow is on top of everything, which is kind of cool. But let's move the fake snow back below. Come on, fake snow. Get your ass down here. I think that's a little too much though. It doesn't really match what was going on. So I can turn one of these off. Okay, I think that's perfect. Just a very, very light touch of snow here. Just says, no, it looks more fake. Gotta have it set behind the text. So I have two filters here for the snow. I've got the heavy snow and the light snow, and I can combine them if I need. But we're just gonna go with the light snow. I think that's accurate, at least. But we need a frickin' title here. What am I gonna call this? Give me some suggestions. What should we call this one? Where's my text tool? Chinatown. See, I can't just call it Chinatown, right? Mark says Toronto Snow Walk. Winding Chinatown Walk. That's a lot for a... That's a lot for a thing. Yeah, it doesn't even fit. I have to shrink all my assets to make that fit. Whoever said Winding Chinatown Walk. Snowy Spadina. Snowy Chinatown. I kind of like it. Snowy Chinatown. It's not Spadina though, because I went in and out of a lot of the side streets. So let me pull this here. Snowy Chinatown works. It's simple. I think it works. Uh-oh. It's not auto-snapping to the center. Why aren't you auto-snapping? It was before. I think I need to use this tool. There we go. Right in the middle. Snow Chinatown. You dummy. I can't see my tools. My thing is in the way. There we go. The thumbnail. Qian Town. Oh, the things you don't notice. The things you don't notice. I think that looks pretty badass. So we're gonna, I gotta accept that. We're gonna go file. And if you're wondering about this text here, I beveled and embossed it. I added some contour. I added a stroke. We've got a subtle gradient going on and a drop shadow. All these things make it look slightly different than not having them on. I don't really know what the point is, but whatever. We did it. So JPEG. I don't know. Why is great better than excellent? Can anyone answer this? Very poor, poor, fair, good, very good, excellent, great. Why is great? Isn't excellent better than great? Am I nuts? It's kind of like when you get a hotel room and they're like, this is the deluxe room. This is the supreme room. This is the premier room. And you're like, what the hell one is better? Why do they all have these superlative names that are all really good adjectives? Like, right? Why is... Anyways, we're going to go with great. We're going to go with great. Fire size feels that excellent. So we can email Adobe and be like, yo, what's up with your thingamajig there? There we go. The thumbnail is done. I think it looks good. I kind of like the little touches on the text that I added. Now, if you want to see something, yeah, we're going to save it. How quickly could I have done that in my old software? How quickly could I have done that in my old software? It would have been like, okay, let's crop it. Okay, cropped. Okay, I want to make it look better. Okay, let's make it look better. Preset. I had this one. Boom. Looks better. Edit. Let's give it the title. My creation. Where's one of the recent ones? Where's one of my recent ones? Here, here. Done. That's how quick it would have taken me in my other software. We'll get there with Photoshop. We'll get there with Photoshop. Eventually. And, back to Premiere. So this video needs an actual title and I have to do all the fun stuff with it, but I don't know how my OCD is feeling about this map, if I want to redo the map or not. I think I'll wander through Chinatown and possibly head through some of the residential areas. It's a little bit off-centered, but whatever. And then I'll finish up at a subway station. And we have to render it. So we're going to go File. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this and stream at the same time. Export. Export media. These are my custom rendering settings. I use 4K 3840 by 2160, 59.94 frames per second. Hardware encoding, that is key for what I'm doing. Controversially, I've chosen CBR, constant bitrate, over variable bitrate. And I use 72 as my bitrate. All looks good to me. Here. do the video. Yeah, I'm using my hardware encoder to encode this live stream. So normally this would be about 20 minutes, but I imagine that it is getting a workout right now. Video encode. That can't be right. That's got to be close to 100% there. Because my GPU is doing all the work here. But it's a nice, cool 53 degrees. And my CPU is also getting a pretty good workout. But yeah, we're just going to let this render out. And we're done. Took me an hour and 8 minutes. Hopefully I can get that whole process down to like 15 minutes from start to finish, 15 to 20 minutes. Once I get reasonably proficient at it. Yeah, it's still counting up. 279 behind the scenes from Joanna. Thank you, Joanna. That looks suspiciously like, dare I say, a Liz super chat, who often sends that same amount with no message, but just making observations. Are you the same person? Anyways, thank you, Joanna. Sorry for the accusation. And I don't know when I will live stream again. I'm thinking maybe tomorrow afternoon, I will live stream on the Strides channel. Yeah, it seems to be dropping frames on me. Probably. Okay, I'm going to do this after the stream. I'm going to render this out after. We don't need to do that on the stream. I might live stream tomorrow. I'm not really sure. But I didn't film any videos today or yesterday other than the live stream. I've been kind of lazy, but we're done. And that is the end of me not knowing what the hell I'm doing with Adobe. Capiche 179. Sheesh. Thank you, Capiche. Thank you very much.
Sheesh.
Where's my... So yeah, we've come to the end of the stream. Again, I'm not sure what the plan is. Since I'm no longer ahead on videos, I might skip tomorrow. Whoops, as I hit my desk. And just do a live stream in the morning or early afternoon. Don't really know. But thank you so much for watching me absolutely struggle to come to grips with new software that will ultimately, as I keep hitting my microphone, let me do a whole lot more than I could do with the old one. But hey, baby steps. I just got it Friday, and I've been kind of busy since then. So thank you, guys. Thank you to our mods. Thank you. Oh, Vivian Johnson's here. Thank you, Vivian, for tuning in. Jeanette, Brad, Marie Palmer, Lisa, Yogi, Tara, all the great people out there watching. Thank you so much. Again, don't know what my plans are tomorrow. Stay warm, stay safe, and I need to pull up the magic end button for this stream. I will catch you in the next one. All right. Good night, guys. Yoink.